I was a broker for 15 years. Your debt is our product. And I watched you, every single one of you, sitting there hand hovering. The windowless closing room in New Jersey was 68 degrees, a generic vanilla candle barely masking the scent of nervous sweat. You're in that ergonomic chair thinking, if I take the 30-year, I can afford that extra bedroom. It's only $200 less than the 15-year, but it feels like a win. This low payment keeps you spending on credit cards, which maintains the velocity of the local economy. In 2012, I watched a couple cry with joy over a 4.5% 30-year fixed rate. They thought they beat the system. My internal records show they paid $72,000 in interest before ever touching their principal balance. Why did you choose the 30-year over the 15-year? A. More cash flow for investing. B. The broker said it was safe. C. Plan to pay extra principal. 3, 2, 1. You were terrified that life would happen and you needed the flexibility to be poor for longer. You believed a lower monthly payment meant a cheaper house. Did you know the word mortgage literally translates from Old French as dead pledge? The closing gift, a branded keychain, clinks cold metallic against the marble countertop. You're thinking, the closing costs are high, but they rolled them into the loan. It's basically free money, right? Accepting that convenience means you're just a high-interest storage locker for your own lack of liquidity. I once sat through a board meeting where we just laughed about escrow cushions. We collect your tax money early, sit on it, and earn the overnight interest while you worry about your property tax bill. What did you do with the $300 you saved by not taking the 15-year loan? A. Put it in a high-yield savings account. B. Paid off your high-interest car loan. C. Bought a slightly better lawnmower. 3, 2, and 1. It vanished into a subscription for a gym you visit twice a month. Accepting rolled-in closing costs was a convenience you paid for. Most 30-year mortgages are sold to Fannie Mae within 72 hours of you signing. You're checking your first mortgage statement now, feeling the rough texture of that perforated paper tearing unevenly. Wait, I paid $2,000 this month, but my balance only went down by $42. There must be a typo. You're convinced the interest is spread evenly, while we've already hedged against you moving within 5 years. In 2018, I watched a veteran borrower try to argue the math on front-loaded interest. I just pointed at the signed amortization schedule and smiled. The ink was already dry. What is the most powerful thing you can do with your mortgage statement? A. File it in a color-coded folder. B. Set it to paperless to save a tree. C. Read the back page where the penalties are listed. 3, 2, 1. Calculate the hourly rate you pay the bank just to exist in your own living room. Brokers don't get paid on the house you buy. They get paid on the debt you keep. Refinance call, headset click, fake enthusiasm. Rates dropped 0.5, save 100. Genius. You reset your 30-year clock, feeding our interest market. My 15-year favorite, the Refi-Loop. You'd hit year 4, we'd reset you to year 1. Principal gone. When is a refinance actually a win for you? A. When the rate is 1% lower. B. When you get cash out for a kitchen remodel. C. When the bank waives the appraisal. 3, 2, 1. Only when the remaining term of the loan stays exactly the same or gets shorter. The average 30-year mortgage only lasts 7 years before the borrower sells or refinances. In a sterile high-rise office in Manhattan, where the city sprawls like a monopoly board, the air is thin, and the houses below are mere tokens. You're convinced, I'm part of the middle class. Oh, darling, you're a revenue stream. This mortgage is my ladder to wealth. It's a treadmill designed to look like a ladder. I'll be free when I'm 65. You'll be free to finally start paying for the principal on your original debt. My internal records from the 2008 era show that the people who signed 15-year loans were the only ones we couldn't easily liquidate. They had too much skin in the game. Your 30-year mortgage? That's the bedrock of the global bond market. Without your debt, the world economy would just stop turning. What is the ultimate goal of the 30-year fixed mortgage system? A. To help people achieve the American dream. B. To keep interest rates stable for consumers. C. To encourage long-term residency. 3, 2, 1. To turn your future labor into a tradable, predictable commodity for institutional investors, you were a global asset, not a homeowner. The bank doesn't want you to pay off the house. They want you to rent the money forever. Your desire for a low monthly payment was the hook, but your fear of the 15-year was the real trap. By choosing flexibility, you chose to fund a bank's lifestyle instead of your own retirement. Now that you see the math, you can stop renting your own house and start paying for the bricks. The 30-year isn't a loan, it's a 360-month subscription to being broke.